Hello, I'm Marza. This is another episode about my garden. So yeah, I know that I didn't make an update for a very long time, but it doesn't mean that I gave up on my garden. Actually, everything is doing pretty well, and I will show you in a sec how things are growing. I didn't make any update for some time because I don't know, I was just feeling anxious being in front of camera. I couldn't really put sentence together. So yeah, that's why it took so long. But yeah, at least now you can really see how things can change in the garden in 1 month when it's summertime. My boyfriend and we did a lot of work in the garden, and even in here you can see this is one of my tomatoes. What is like super huge, and as you remember from the last episode, tomatoes were not really big. So yeah, let's have a tour, and I will make it all in one video. So first I will show you really fast things here of the house, because it's not that many since most of the plants are moved to the field, and then after a quick tour in here we will go to the field. So yeah, let's start in here. So yeah, first of all, the grass that we bought in rolls, it looks pretty okay. It has some spots that don't look that good, but in here I think it's because of that it's so close to the building. And here's my kid just hanging around. She came because she heard me being in the garden. So yeah, starting from the plants, this one this is like a bucket with water and with soil. Actually there's no holes, so the water cannot get out, but the point is that, for example, this branch in here is inside already for, I don't know, I do, but more than a month, and it's still fine. And my goal is to, like, you know, grow new bushes from these branches, and I know it's possible. So you know, it's just about trying, and if I can keep it here and maybe get lucky, that's perfect. Then yeah, this pot that used to be inside, here's small lemon tree and garlic growing. These are fake. Once I bought them in IKEA when I was still living in an apartment. Here's one of my tomatoes. Oh my god, the focus. Here's one of my tomatoes that doesn't look that good, but this tomato in here, these two actually, like this one and this one, they're the one from my own set. So these ones are actually the one that were from the 50 that I planted. But also these 3, they're also from my own, that I was growing from seeds. And then we have paprika. This paprika has a lot of flowers, and it eventually will have a lot of paprikas growing, but seems like it's not yet the time. However, the other paprika that I was showing you last time, it looks crazy. It looks really nice, and I already had the chance to eat one this year. So yeah, I think that was like very successful. Here in these cups there were some tomatoes that died, but I don't throw it away because, yeah, you know. And this tomato is like, yeah, super huge, and I kind of lost control because it was like the smallest one that I put into the soil, and I put it here next to the house just so it's here, but now it's way too big, and it's not only big, but it's gonna have quite some tomatoes. I have to be really careful not to damage anything, but you can see here's one red one, and there will be much more growing. And also see in here. So I think I won't suffer from lack of tomatoes this year, because also I will show you in a sec on the field how it looks like. The piece, it had some crisis, as you can see. It looks a little bit dry. What is a little bit sad, but yeah. But apparently it started to grow like kind of one more time from the ground, so that's why I put this stick just like that to support the small ones to climb up. And yeah, there are some growing. like I ate a lot of peas from this small bush already this year. Here I have some salad, just to have it by the house in case I forget to take it from the big garden. And strawberry. I don't know if like they're sometimes, you know, showing up, growing some small ones. I see that there's they're sprouting from the runners, so it's kind of nice. And then cabbage. This is like really weird. This cabbage looked like something ate it. This cabbage looks pretty okay. Here like also two small salads. I don't know why they don't grow that much. And in the end I have mint. A lot of mint. I bought it in the shop when we were making some cocktails, and yeah, it just stayed. So yeah, this is how it looks in here. I think it's pretty nice. Everything is green and yeah, pretty successful. I'm really happy every time I come to my garden, so I think that's the most important. And yeah, now let's go to the front of the house. So yeah, here are my flowers. As you can see, they are pretty happy in here. Maybe the flowers don't look like super cool, but you can see new green leaves showing up, so it's, I don't know, for me it's good enough. And then those flowers in here is like, oh, just a messy jungle, but I let grow in here whatever grows in here, and I know that most of those plants are still my flowers, not only weeds, so it's kind of satisfying. Here's a little bit messy right now, but if you see those things, it's not that I never clean around my house, it's just these things fall from the roof, and basically every day I can find some. Here's still this one bush that is waiting for better times that I don't know what to do with it. I know that it looks a little bit messy in here, but I'll mark what is what. So yeah. My flowers that, yeah, you know, it's hard to plant something sometimes, but you can see 3 of my sunflowers, they are doing pretty well. They might open really soon, like the rest of them, so I'm quite happy. Here's one more, and maybe by the end of the season there will be a little bit more flowers. This one already flowered, so I think it's just gonna stay like that. But I believe it's growing for more time than just this. Then we have blueberries, but yeah, they won't give me any blueberries this year. Like, I need to wait a little bit more. And then cucumber. I just kept one around the house because I wanted to have one around the house. I don't know, it's hard to explain. And yeah, so you can see this is like the first, oh my god, so small. Yeah, this is the first cucumber that actually we got. This is so nice. Okay, that really made my day. Yeah, I guess that I will go to the garden on the field tomorrow, or maybe later today when it stops raining, because seems like we have some dark clouds. So yeah, whole day it was raining on and off, but just now I'm leaving the barn where I'm keeping my horse, and my garden is just down there. And as you can see, it's a very beautiful sun. And yeah, this is my horse. She loves to eat. Okay, let's go to garden. It's so nice because right now here on the field that it's next to my garden, there are 2 horses. One is going here, you can see, it's Sue. And Miley is a little bit behind the hill. It's so nice, you know, to have horses just like that walking around. But yeah, let's see what is in here. And so I'm not gonna go in detail, I'm just gonna say that all the peas plants, they just were not happy here. they didn't grow enough, and even though they're getting water and whatever they needed, they died. And in here, well, good news and bad news. I see that one squash got rotten, so I think I have to take it off and throw it away. Here is another squash growing, and here are two that are already, whoa, so big. Okay, so big squash. And then the next plant in here, I actually don't know exactly what it is. Probably either squash or pumpkin. And here we have cucumbers. These small hairy weird things will become cucumbers. But yeah, let's check if some already grew, because if there is one next to the house, maybe in here is also one. Doesn't look like that yet. Then the raspberry. Yeah, raspberry is struggling. This raspberry is a fighter, survivor. Here's another cucumber. It also has this small or tiny, come on, focus. Yeah, you can see it here. Very small for now. Here is another cucumber. Oh, it doesn't look very happy, but it also has small ones in here. Doesn't look, this plant looks quite sad. And here is also some squash growing, so it's nice. And now the fun part, tomatoes. As you can see, there will be quite a lot. Some of them are already red, what is very nice. And of course I have different kinds, so the other ones are like more regular ones, and here we have cherry tomatoes, kind of more like the one that I have at home, but they're a little bit different shape. And I think these ones are also pretty much regular ones. And this bush is also a cherry tomato. Doesn't have that many tomatoes, I have noticed that already before. However, it will have some. And also you can see that it come on, focus. Also you can see that it has flowers, so it will have probably some more. And then my field with carrots, I was taking out once in a while just few for horses, because horses also like the green part of the carrot. And we can just take one out now where it's really busy, so I can show you where we are. So yeah, this is like come on. So this I would say is like a regular size of the carrots that I have for the moment. Of course they must grow much more, but it's not time yet for it. And then we have the salad that I just put in here, and then I didn't have time to put soil and blah blah blah. Now it has soil with fertilizer, and you can see it looks like, whoa, super good. The cabbage is I don't know what's wrong with the cabbage, but it looks like that. Some people are saying that it's because they get too much water, and lately it's raining a lot, so yeah, whatever, that's how it is. And the corn. I really hope that I'll have at least one, because they're quite small comparing to what my friend has and also what I've seen on the field close by. And then and then French beans. I know that it looks like they didn't give anything, but I already ate it. We had like maybe a bit more than 150 grams, so it was quite some. In here's one pumpkin, I believe, and it just got super huge, and I'm a little bit afraid that it's too close to the cucumber that it's in here, but I think they're gonna manage somehow together. And yeah, you can see Small ones still. They're not good enough to eat, but I think in a very short time it's gonna look pretty nice. And then here again, either squash or pumpkin, I just don't remember. And new things. This is beetroot, and because probably you remember that I was trying to plant beetroot in these cups, and then I was trying to plant it like in here, and just nothing worked out. So I just took a flower pot, I put them, and then we put them out on the field, and I see that they're growing, wow, very nice. And the last plant that I have to show you is strawberries. We also put them out just recently because they got a lot of runners to spread, and before I was keeping them in a flower pot. I don't know, they more spread than make fruits. It's also like the first heat of strawberries, you know, it kind of passed, so I can hope that I will have some more, but you know, I shouldn't expect that. So yeah, that's how it looks for now. And sometimes I just think that this part is just not good for anything. Whatever I have planted here, it died. So I have a lesson, and maybe for next year I'll be more prepared. That would be it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you could see how many things have changed in this month that I was not making updates. And yeah, I hope the next one will be already with cucumbers and squash on my plate, not just in the garden. And see you in the next video. Let's give a carrot to the horse.